Hey YouTube, a couple of months ago and even last year they had trimmed these trees down here, and my intention was to level this up and plant grass. So what I did was, since they cut it down last year, every month or every 3 weeks I guess it is, I've been putting the stuff from the chickens on here, which is straw, hay, some Timothy, and their poop. So it grew grass really well once I cleaned it up, leveled it up a little bit. The problem here is that there were roots sticking up, and the roots were stopping my small tractor from getting around. So this morning I spent some time digging roots out and also cutting the ones off that weren't worth digging. And my intentions here are to get some seed on here. Now it's supposed to rain for the rest of the week, so it would probably be a good idea if I put seed on here today, since I raked it out. I would like to put a little topsoil in here too, but the topsoil's a little mucky from being in the rain and on the pile, so I'll see. Maybe I'll bring some down here and just see what it's going to be like then. But I have potatoes planted in these 2 boxes. I didn't put a fence around it, which I should have, and it looks like the deer pretty much ate them. Now I don't know if the potatoes will still grow or not underneath there. I'm thinking they probably won't. But I just want to, knock this off, level it up a little bit, and then later on we're going to put some forsythia. Let me see if you're backed up here. We're going to put some forsythia, maybe like 1 at the end, 1 here, 2, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 forsythia across there. It helps to keep the noise in the wintertime when the leaves are off the trees from the road coming in, especially once they start fracking and stuff. And they just did a new well, so they're going to be fracking again. I also need to get rid of this stump. This stump I dug out this morning was right next to the telephone pole, which would have made it hard for me to get close and clean up. So I'm going to take care of that yet today. But at the moment it's so hot it isn't even funny. So I want to go talk to my one neighbor about something that I need done. I want to see if he can help me do it. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Hey YouTube, so it's the end of the day. I'm just going to go over a couple of things while I take Bullseye out. First of all, this tractor, where the cover is at the end of this cylinder, there's a fitting there that goes into the cylinder and then goes across to the opposite cylinder, so it was dripping. So I took it off, and I'm hoping my one neighbor took it. He's pretty good at brazing, I believe, and I'm going to see if he can fix it for me. I didn't have a thin enough rod to do the work, so That's one thing. So one of the other things I did here was I sprayed this apple tree. Now there's apples on it, and you can see the leaves are whole at the top there. Now I'll show you what they look like if you get some, I think they're called Japanese beetles. You can see the leaves on the top there, how thin and skeleton-y they look. The apples are looking good. That's the amazing thing. These are like a green apple. The apples look good, but the tree's not so good. Now this tree here, this is a small tree. The problem with this thing is it started to blossom when we were getting some cold weather. Those two trees over there, they blossomed, but the weather stayed warm. And then when this one went to blossom, it got cold out. So today then I also was picking blueberries. There's 3 bushes here, and they're made where this one comes first, this one comes second, this one comes third. This first one here has been ready. I picked 5 pounds of blueberries today from the 3 of them, and you can see they're ready again there to pick after this morning, so I'm going to have to get after that. My grass is looking pretty good for just growing it right on top of the original ground. So you can see I had made a video earlier where I had been doing some work here, and I pulled out the roots. The roots were bad. There was a stump here laying. I took that and got rid of it. So it looks to me like it's going to be pretty easy now to cut this once I get the grass growing. Now I did seed this thing, but and it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I've got to get some water up here and get it on there. So I'm hoping that it rains. Bullseye! Bullseye! There he is. So I was working on that today as well. He's doing some smelling. So I'll put another planter or 2 down towards the other end of that thing, down in the end there, and I'm hoping to plant some more potatoes or else watermelon. She talked about watermelon. I don't know how watermelon will do here. I don't think there's a big enough season for it. Maybe for some small ones, I guess there might be. The bugs are bad tonight. So I guess since they've built the road up and I have this ditch here, I want to get this rock out of here soon too. I put it there so they'd stop driving on the grass, and it worked pretty well, but I want to dig a trench down through there all the way from the bottom of the hill up to the opposite end, so that the trench makes the ground look a lot lower, so that the trucks will stay away from it, because they won't drive in it if it's you know, a real deep looking trench. Okay guys, so I was up there spreading grass seed, and I got this at Tractor Supply. Oh, I think I bought 2 bags about 2 or 3 months ago. So I spread some of this stuff, and it seems to work pretty well. At least the first come up. It also seeds out pretty quickly. It doesn't have to be 3 feet tall before it seeds out. So I'm using that to replace the grass that I dug out up there by the telephone poles. I need to cut this grass in this area yet, but I just wanted to show you the pictures of the deer that I took. Right now it's around 7:30. And the deer pictures that I took were actually right off this deck here. I was taking them from these windows here on this, and they were standing right here. So they were pretty close today. It's nice when you can get pictures of the animals so close, especially the fawn and stuff. And you could see in the picture that the mom was she was noticing me, but she couldn't see me, but she could hear me. It was amazing. Come on. Come on. I gotta start cutting some branches down through there because it's killing the smaller trees. You can see the pine trees down there aren't getting enough water. Now you can see I've taken quite a few logs out of here. I need to finish getting these out of here so I can fix the driveway again. And then I'll be able to get the dump truck to start working on that. I'm down to the original trees that I had got. These will be a lot better here as far as boards go. I just got to get them out of here. It's very wet up here and it stays kind of wet. I want to get this truck fixed this year. Come on, boy. That is blueberries, or not blueberries, strawberries. And there were strawberries in here today, not today, this year. They're over now, but they grew pretty well. There's a lot of vines in there. Of course, there's weeds in there now that have to be pulled, but we'll take care of that later. So anyway, we're pretty much done for today. I need to level this up a little bit. I just dumped it out of the backhoe bucket, backbladed it, but I can level it off with my smaller tractor. Come on, Bullseye. Come on. Have a good one, guys.